Welcome to all of you. Hello everyone, myself Toiba Firdous. I am a student of BSc Agriculture and I am here to present my presentation. And my topic is about production technology of jackfruit. Now, before starting my presentation, I would like to say you something. A good teacher is like a candle, it consumes itself to light the way for others. Now, I would like to thank my course instructor, Dr. Prashant Bakshi sir. Thank you, sir. You inspired me, encouraged me, and your inspiring words have made a difference in my life. The biggest lessons don't come from books, but a teacher like you. You showed a lot of kindness, wisdom, and positivity. As a teacher, you encouraged us to be the best we can. And thank you so for everything you have done for us. We are blessed to have such a wonderful teacher and person like you. To the world, you may be just a teacher, but to your students, you are a star. Now, let us start my presentation and my topic is about jackfruit. Now, the content of my topic is Introduction, Botanical Classification, Origin and Distribution, Importance and Uses, Composition, Climate and Soil, Nutritional and Medicinal Properties of Jackfruit, Propagation, Cultivation, Planting, Irrigation, Manuring and Fertilization. Then, intercropping, training and pruning, weed management, flowering and fruit set, fruit development, species and varieties, cultivars, silent characteristics of important jackfruit cultivars growing in different countries, jackfruit pollination, physiological disorders, pests and diseases, harvesting and yield, health benefits of jackfruit, and some important questions. Now, the introduction of jackfruit. Jackfruit is a tropical fruit species found in tropical, high rainfall, coastal and humid areas of the world. The name originated from its Malayalam name Chakka. It is also called a Kathal, Hindi and Urdu. However, India is considered to be the native of jackfruit. Jackfruit bearing world's largest fruit is also known as poor man's food. Jackfruit is a hardy fruit plant being growing across the globe. It is the only fruit which has less value as fruit but more as vegetable. Jackfruit is the national fruit of Bangladesh. The jackfruit tree is widely cultivated in tropical regions of India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Apart from its use as a table fruit, jack is a popular fruit for preparation of pickles, chips, jack, leather, and papad. Seed is a resource of starch and a delicacy during season. Jackfruit is an evergreen tree and about 30 to 70 feet, 9 to 21 meter tall. It's world's largest tree-bound fruit and its all parts contain silky white latex and is suitable for homestead gardens. Now, the botanical classification of jackfruit. Its scientific name is Artocarpus staurophilus. Family Moraceae. Origin is India. Chromosome number is 56. Common name Cathal, Panasa, Jaga, Nanka, Kanon, Mid. Fruit type is Roses. Order Rosales. Type of pollination is cross pollination. Edible part is bracts or perianth. And fruit shape is oblong, ellipsoid, triangular, calviform, and round. Now, the importance and uses of jackfruit. It's immature fruit used as vegetable. Seeds are boiled, roasted, and used in culinary preparation. Commercial pectin extraction from skin and fruit core. Jacqueline, major protein found in jackfruit seeds, inhibited the growth of HIV infection in vitro. It's rich in beta carotene, a precursor to vitamin A. Lectin, a natural protein from fruit, is used in cancer treatment. Antibiotics, anti-hypersensitive, anti-ulcer, anti-aging properties are found, and dummy meat is prepared from it because of its soft texture and capacity of absorbing any spice or flavor easily. Hot water extracts of leaves improve glucose tolerance level of diabetic persons. Popular for preparation of chips, pickles, papad. Jack timber used for making furniture as it really attacked by white ants. Wood and charcoal excellent raw materials for fuels. Leaves and fruit skin used as cattle feed, and latex or bark used for resin extraction. Now the composition. Tender jackfruit appears in the market in spring and continues until summer as a popular vegetable. The fruits are normally fibrous and are composed of monodipolysaccharides, and the glucose is 10.94%, fructose 1.42%, xylose 0.18%, ramenose 0.44%, arabinose 1.51%, galactose 2.47%, and three other unknown sugars 13.4% in ripe jackfruits. Jackfruit is an important source of pectin and contains about 1.9% protein on fresh weight basis. The jackfruit latex is reported to possess bacteriolytic activity. Now, origin and distribution of jackfruit. Jackfruit is indigenous to India, commonly grown in Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Brazil, Myanmar, Singapore, India. In India, it grows in a wild and semi-wild state in Assam, West Bengal, UP, and parts of Western Ghats. The jackfruit is native to parts of South and Southeast Asia and is believed to have originated in the rainforests of Western Ghats of India. Now, nutritional and medicinal properties of jackfruit. Jackfruit is rich in several nutrients. It can act as a source of complete nutrition to the consumers. The fruit is equivalent to avocado and olive in terms of the healthy mix of nutrients for human dietary needs, almost having the exact nutrient equivalents of mother's milk. It's rich in vitamin B and C, potassium, calcium, iron, proteins, and high level of carbohydrates, affordable and readily supplemented to our staple food. Its seeds are rich in proteins and can be relished as a nutritious nut. The fruit is also the source of chemical jacqueline, useful in preventing colon cancer, AIDS, etc. Now, climate and soil of jackfruit. Jackfruit adapt well to humid tropical and subtropical climates. Warm, humid plains are very much suitable for its growth and fruiting. Jackfruit also performs well in semi-arid and warmer plains as well as coastal climate of southern India. It grows in the arid region and up to an elevation of 1500 meter, but the quality gets affected at higher elevations. The tree cannot tolerate frost and cold conditions. The fruit crop can be grown in a wide variety of soils, but it performs well in deep, rich alluvial soils with enough drainage facilities. Tree is grown in laterite or open textured soils also, but sufficient nutrients should be provided. Now, the propagation of jackfruit. First is seed propagation. The most common method of propagation of jackfruit is by seed, which is easy and cost-effective method and is suitable for cultivation of jackfruit trees for the purpose of fodder, timber, and shade, while the quality of the fruit is not very important. Seed can either be sown in situ or in polythene bags and after germination transplanted to the main field. Seed lose viability within a short time, hence they should be sown immediately after extraction from ripe fruit. Soaking seeds in naphthalene acetic acid 25 ppm for 24 hours enhances percentage of germination and seedling growth. Since seeds will not be true to type and have a long juvenile period, vegetative propagation is preferred. Now, vegetative methods. First is cutting. Maximum rooting of cutting is observed by etiolation and forcing of shoots followed by treatment with 3000 ppm, indole 3-butyric acid and then keeping under a mist. No rooting was obtained without dipping in indole 3-butyric acid. Survival of cuttings was 50 to 70%. Second one is layering. Air layering. Treatment with indole 3-butyric acid improved the root formation. Poor treatments of shoots like grilling, etiolation, and treatment with indole 3-butyric acid and naphthalene acetic acid were found more effective in rooting of layers. When coconut pith was used as rooting medium in 1-year-old shoots, 81% rooting was observed. After that, mound layering. Indole 3-butyric acid at all 500, 1500, 3000 and 4500 ppm, but preferably lower concentration proved better than naphthalene acetic acid 250, 500, 750 and 1000 ppm in rooting of layer shoots. No distinct variation could be established in the field survivability of rooted shoots as compared to control. Now, Grafting, enarching. Experiment on enarching conducted at the Fruit Research Station, Tamil Nadu, revealed by using Etocorpus hirsuta or Rudrakshi as rootstocks. Jackfruit could be enarched with 60 to 70% success. Epicotyl grafting. Epicotyl grafting with mature plum termination shoot on germinating jackfruit seedling of about 8 to 10 days by wedge method during April to May gave 50 to 90% success, and the successful epicotyl grafting attained its sealable size within a year. Epicotyl grafting with 3 to 4 month old shawns and 5-day-old rootstocks resulted in the highest percentage supporting, that is 29.5%. Now, budding. Several methods of budding tried at different research stations can be proved successfully. First is forked budding. Modified forked budding was found very successful in Java. Second is chip budding. Success was 41% by chip budding at Horticulture Research Station, Krishnanagar. Third one is patch budding. Patch, chip and tea methods of budding were tried during Feb to September. The maximum success is 90%. Now, micropropagation. In jackfruit, new plantlets were successfully raised from nodal explants and shoot apices cultured on MS medium, supplemented with various concentrations of cytokinin for shoot proliferation, and subcultured on similar medium, supplemented with different concentration of oxygen for root regeneration. Micropropagation of jackfruit was also successful by using terminal and auxiliary buds of 40 years old trees on supplemented MS medium, propagated successfully the flood-tolerant type of jackfruit by using shoot buds as explants. 80% of the shoots produced roots and the rooted plantlets were transplanted directly from the culture tube to earthen pots containing sterile sand, soil and humus, that is 1:2:1, and covered with transparent plastic bags. After acclimatization, the seedlings were flooded with water for 30 days and 75% of these plants survived. After that cultivation, first is planting. Sugar system is followed for planting. Hexagonal system may be followed in less fertile soil. In fertile soil, a spacing up to 12 meter into 12 meter, accommodating 70 plants per hectare will be sufficient for these fruit crops. On average, trees may be planted at 11 meter apart. Shorter spacing in fertile soil will lead to crowding of trees. For planting jackfruit, 1 meter cube pits are dug at least 10 days before planting. About 30 kg well-rooted farmyard manure and 500 gram superphosphate are mixed with the soil. Chloropyrifos may be applied in the pit to avoid insect attack. In situ planting 3 to 4 seeds per pit leads to stronger plant, but nursing and raising of a large number of plants in this way are difficult. The best time for planting grafts or seedlings is June through August. Prolonged dry weather after planting may lead to the death of plants. The taproot should not be disturbed while planting to avoid damage to plants. Now, irrigation. The jackfruit is not normally irrigated. The trees are sensitive to drought. Irrigation during dry periods is considered essential in arid regions for normal growth. In order to economize use of watering may be adopted. After that, manuring and fertilization. It is advisable to apply 80 kg of farmyard manure per tree per year. Application of farmyard manure 37 kg, 750 gram ammonium sulfate, 625 gram single superphosphate and 300 gram muriate of potash per plant per year. Then intercropping. The jackfruit requires a long time to occupy fully the land provided during planting for mature trees. It is desirable that the interspace should not be left unutilized. Vegetable crops like okra, brinjal, chili, tomato. When the trees come into bearing, pulses like gram can be grown as intercrops. These crops will also improve the nitrogen status in the soil. Then, training and pruning. No regular training and pruning is given to trees, but it is desirable to maintain a single stem up to a certain height. In aged trees, light to medium pruning can be given to remove overcrowded branches without affecting yield. Now, weed management of jackfruit. Weed is not a serious problem for jackfruit, but for the proper utilization of nutrient and light, the field should be free from weeds. Manual weeding with khurpi or mechanical weeding by hoe is the best way to keep the field free from weed population. Interspace may also be kept clean to avoid the harboring of insect pests and diseases. No research has been done on this aspect, but general recommendation of weed management is being advocated. Now, flowering and fruit set of jackfruit. Trees start bearing from 6 to 8 years after planting. According to locality and plant type, flowering season starts from November and extends up to March. Very rarely offspring flowering during September is noticed. Tree is monoecious and inflorescence is a spike covered by two spathes. Female spikes are borne on footstalks from main trunk or from main branches, while male spikes appear both on central and peripheral regions. Sacs of spike can be easily identified. Female spikes are large and surface gritty, while male ones are small with smooth surface. A single male flower consists of a stamen covered by perianth. At the time of anthesis, stamen is protrude out and appear on surface of spike catkin, and at peak anthesis stage, outer surface of male spike will be light yellow in color due to the presence of anthers. In a female flower, perianth encloses ovary and style. 4 to 6 days after opening of spike from spathe, creamy white stigmas protrude out and surface looks woolly or creamy colored. Now, fruit development of jackfruit. Pollination and fertilization of spike are completed within 3 to 6 days after pollination. Axis of the inflorescence, ovaries, perianth, and all aborted flowers grow simultaneously and develop into a multiple fruit botanically known as roses. Fleshy perianth is the edible portion which develops to flake. Fruit consists of four parts, that is, first is bulb, flakes 37 to 40%, perigones 18 to 20%, unfertilized or aborted flowers. Third is rind 20 to 22%, and seed is 20 to 23%. After fruit set, it takes about 120 to 140 days for growth, followed a sigmoid pattern, and soft ash shows similar flowering and fruit development characters. Flattening of spines on the rind and thickening of latex are the maturity indices. Now, the species and varieties of jackfruit. Atocorpus styrophilus, previously known as Atocorpus integnifolia. Atocorpus altilis, breadfruit, small-sized round fruit found in Tamil Nadu, Assam and Kerala. Atocorpus lacoja, monkey jack, small edible fruits. It grows wild in Assam, West Bengal, UP and Western Ghats. Atocorpus hirsute is a semi-wild edible species native to India. Atocorpus campidum, edible fruit with strong odor like durian. Atocorpus calysticum, white flesh. Atocorpus camensi, spiny seeded breadfruits. Atocorpus anisophilus, native of Malaysia known as bintava. Now, cultivars. Though no distinct type could be identified, the cultivated types are classified into two groups. Those producing fruits with firm flesh and crispy in nature. Those bearing fruits with soft flesh and very juicy. First is gulabi, rose-scented, champa, flavor like that of Mycelia species. Hazari, bearing large number of fruits. Rudrakshi, rounded fruits. A genotype number 7, selected from UP, large fruits greater than 15 kg and moderate yield. A variety GKVK1 and Savarna with superior quality fruits were released from Karnataka. Gumless Jack, Mutton Vareka from Kerala found better. The variety Singapore or Savlon Jack is remarkable for its early bearing in 21 by 2 to 3 years. The fruits are medium in size, 7 to 10 kgs. The flesh is sweet and crispy. The carpels are compact, yellow and firm with strong aroma. The fruit contain about 80 seeds. Three types of jackfruit Radha, Khwaja and Sugandh identified through survey in the plains of UP. Jackfruit NGT1, NGT2, NGT3, NGT4 released from Faiziabad. NGC1, NGC2, NGC3, NGC4 used for culinary preparation. Burlia 1, Palur 1 were released from TNAU Coimbatore. A 3,000-year-old elite jackfruit tree has been located in Kachhali village, which is documented under geographical indication for its excellent fruit qualities. Now, silent characteristics of important jackfruit cultivars growing in different countries are as: first is Indonesia, Kandal. Medium weight bears fruits around the year. Propagation can only be done by approach grafting. Seeds germinate very easily, even while still intact in the fruit. It was released as National Superior Cultivar of Indonesia. Mini. Fruit is small 5 to 12 kg and starts to bear the fruit just 18 months after sowing the seed. Potted plants bears fruits easily. Now the second is Australia, golden guest, fast growing tree, flesh is deep, orange in color, fruits are small, 3 to 3.5 kg, excellent flesh and has no fiber. Black gold, the tree is vigorous with medium sized fruit, 6.7 kg with 35% edible flesh. Lemon gold, flesh is lemon yellow, thin colored and firm with 37% edible flesh. Honey gold. Tree has slow to moderate growth, open and spreading canopy. Fruit has strong sweet aroma with 36% edible flesh. Now the third one is Bangladesh. Toiba. Fruits and seeds are small, low latex, bearing in 4 to 5 years. Hazari. Produced 1000 fruits. Fruits are very small, soft and sweet flesh. Chala. Medium sized fruits. Both the seeds and flukes are small. Goal. Fruits and bulbs both are roundish in shape, fibrous, soft flesh and precocious bearing. Khaja. Medium sized fruits and fruits are brownish at maturity. Then jackfruit pollination. The jackfruit is anemophilous. Under open pollination, the fruit set is about 75%, which is improved by hand pollination. The best medium for pollen germination and pollen tube growth has 1% agar and 10% sucrose. The fruit is developed during spring and summer and become ready for harvest in June or early July. The flowers on all sides are not pollinated. The fruit does not develop normally. The size is small and the shape may be irregular in less pollinated fruits. Lack of pollination may lead to the drop of the female spikes. Now the physiological disorders of jackfruit. Chilling injury. Jackfruit exposure to temperatures below 12 degrees Celsius before transfer to higher temperature exhibit chilling injury symptoms include dark brown discolorization of the skin, pulp browning and off-flavor development, and increases susceptibility to decay. Now the pests and diseases of jackfruit. First is shoot and fruit borer. It is often serious in Assam, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. It bores into the tender shoots and buds. The affected part should be nipped off and destroyed. Application of carboxyl 750% at the rate of 4 gram per liter of water by spray in flowering season is advisable. Now the second is bud weevil, reported to bore into tender buds and shoots. They may be controlled by destroying falling fruits and buds and by collecting ribs and adults. In addition, mealybug and jackskill are also found to attack jackfruit, which can be controlled by use of a suitable contact insecticide. Now, diseases. Fruit rot, Rhizopus attocarpi. The diseases cause a premature fall of young fruits due to rotting and may result in heavy loss in yield under unusual humid conditions. Spraying of diethene M45 0.2% and Bavestin 0.05% at 15 days interval during fruit growth was found effective in controlling fruit rot. Pink diseases, stem rot, male inflorescence rot, and soft rot are occasionally noticed in jackfruit. However, these diseases are not serious maladies and can be controlled by pruning the affected parts and using borax paste at the cut ends. Now, the harvesting and yield of jackfruit. First is harvesting. Tender jackfruit are harvested for use as vegetable during early spring and summer until the seed harden. The fruit matures towards the end of summer in June. Period of fruit development is Feb to June. The optimum stage of harvest maturity of jackfruit has been reported to be 90 to 110 days after the appearance of the spike. Harvesting is done by cutting off the fruit stalk, scaring the fruits. Then yield. Bearing starts from the 7th to 8th year when a few fruits may develop. The tree reaches its peak bearing stage within 15 to 16 years after planting. Yield is not similar every year. Normally, a tree bears a few to about 50 fruits annually at this stage. The weight of fruits varies widely depending on the type. Individual jackfruit may weigh from about 1 kg to about 20 kg. Now, the health benefits of jackfruit are: it maintains healthy thyroid, it prevents anemia, strengthens the bone, controls asthma, lower high blood pressure, it boosts energy, maintains healthy eye and skin, aids in healthy digestion, prevents cancer and strengthens immune system. Now the questions of jackfruit are: first question is, jackfruit is commonly known as monkey jack. Jackfruit is a good source of pectin. Commercial propagation method of jackfruit is seed and air layering. Fruit bearing habit of jackfruit is cauliflorous. Flowering time is Jan to Feb. Fruiting time is April to July. Major pest is shoot borer and mealybug. Major disease of jackfruit is fruit rot, stem spot, and stem rot. The jackfruit is native to India. The jackfruit is the national food of Bangladesh. Jackfruit is named after William Jack. Jackfruit is a source of dietary fiber. Thank you to all of you, and my special thanks goes to Dr. Prashant Bakshi sir. Thank you so for being an important part of our education.